It's me, your little boy, K. Samson. This is something many of us chosen ones need to know. They have drawn themselves into a pit in trying to do competition with you. Many of us chosen ones need to be aware of this. There are a lot of people today who are accurately so frustrated. There are a lot of people today who are absolutely in trouble. Trust me, there are a lot of people today who are suffering, who are facing some difficult time that they ought not to face, who are in a pit where they ought not to be in their entire life. There are a lot of people today who are paying some bills that they ought not to pay. There are a lot of people today who are owing loan that they ought not to pay, that they ought not to own. There are a lot of people today who are living a life filled with frustration, filled with what? With sorrow that they ought not to encounter if peradventure they were living the way they ought to live. I watched one of an Africa lady. I don't know where she based, whether in Africa or here in Western world. But I was shocked where they catch her. She is also a social media influencer. Where they catch her, where she was stealing cloth in the market. So according to the information I get, the voice and everything, people who were in the market shouting, they said she is this kind of person who dressed well in social media, and nobody know how she used to get the cloth. But all glory be to God that they were able to catch him. They were able to catch her in stealing in a market. That is why I tell us there are a lot of people who are in a hole that they ought not to be. There are a lot of people today who are facing bankrupt that they ought not to, that they're supposed not to, because of the fact that they are trying to do competition with you as a chosen. When they see the way you look, which kind of cream are you rubbing? You are rubbing this cream. We believe we are going to buy it. But they don't know that it's not about the cream. They don't know it's not about the cloth. They don't know it's not about the expensive thing you put on. It is about the energy you carry. It is about the grace of God upon your life. There are a lot of people who are studying everything you do, who are studying the way you dressed. When I was in school, there was one of my friends who tell me a word. He said, Samson, why everybody like you? Why is it that everybody like you so much? I was just like, what? Why? Why are you asking me this question? And sometimes I'm that kind of person that when I look at your question and your question is meaningless, I don't give you a response. I will just bone you as if you are a shit. I will not even reciprocate. I keep silence. I will just watch it like nothing is happening, like nobody is speaking. After he said everything, he walked away. Then he started to tell me, he tells some of my friends, I'm going to be dressed in wear. I'll be dressed in wear so that I will attract people. I look at him. I smile. And some of my friends do start to tell me, do you know that anytime they pay us money, he don't even save the money. He will just go to supermarket and buy everything. And buy expensive clothes, expensive shoe. I said, yes, I know, because he want to do it. He want people to like him. He want to be attractive. Because the truth is that there are a lot of people who are paying a lot of loan because they truly want to do overdo. They truly want to overwork you. They are secretly in competition with you without not knowing. The way you dressed, the way you walk, the way you present yourself, they are not comfortable with whom they are. They are not satisfied with whom they are. There are people who are so depressed. There are people who have already hated themselves for the sake of the fact that you present yourself the way you are. You don't care who like you. You don't care who don't like you. You are not even after whether they like you or dislike you. You are just after what you think within yourself. And this is why a lot of people are always upset. One day, this is something that sounds funny. There was a time that will be last 2 years, I'll be last 3 years. So I was just rushing, when I come back from work that day. I do used to work. My working place then was not far from this place. So when I come back from work, then I decide to do what? To bath. After bathing, I say, okay, no need to put on something good. Let me just rush to the market because the market is not far from here. I was just driving a bicycle. Then I meet this group of friends. Then when I was just passing, one of them said, why Samson always dressed like this? You look good, bath all time, and he don't want to look like us. He don't want to do the way we do. I turn back and look at him, I smile. I say, okay, you want me to change who I am for the sake of the fact that you want to feel good. Because let me tell you, there are people who want to do anything in order for them to fit in. There are people who are ready to change their behavior. There are people that is why the world we are living today is so critical. Some people can go to the bank to go and take a loan that they can't pay. All is because of the fact that they are doing competition with one another. All is because of the fact that they want to do what other people do. You buy this car, he buy that car, okay, I don't have enough money, let me go to the bank, I will keep paying little, they will go and do it. Okay, you are doing this, okay, let me go and take money, they will go and do it. People are not ready to live life the way it ought to. This is why many people have already put themselves in a pit where they don't know how long it would they will be there. This is why many people are in a situation where they are now regretting because they want to do competition with you. They want to do, this is something that my mom tell me when I was a kid. He says, Samson, this is what I learned from from your grandmother. If you have one cloth, you have two clothes. Don't think because other people are owing they are owing bunches of cloth. That means the money that you're supposed to use to pay your bill, you use it to buy cloth and be expecting God to manifest himself when God have already provide the money for your rent. Be content and be satisfied with what you have, but don't settle for less. Remain blessed. May God bless you.